What is going on, guys? Wait. What is going on, guys? I just wanted to make sure that it was playing now. Welcome to another edition of Primetime Ride Time. We are doing a Getting to Know Us segment again as we start cycling through people in our office. Ask any questions that you want. We have some of our own questions as well, but this is just an attempt for you to get to know the office a little bit better.
One of our other recruiters.
Yes, more of the senior guy. So he's actually mentored us a lot.
Yeah.
So he's got a
gold badge.
Gold badge, yeah. So he's got a lot of good information. We're going to talk to him about his military career. We're going to talk to him about some of his likes and dislikes, and then obviously lead into any questions that you guys might have. All right. So without further ado,
let's bring him on the show.
I do. Okay.
I need your glasses for the interview. Gotta get the interview glasses. If you've seen other shows, you know how it is. We always wear the glasses when we're interviewing.
That's smarter though.
Look at that Cart Plant out here. See, he got glasses. He gets it. All right. So what we have today going on is we have 8 recruiters in our office. Okay. And this is one of the, like you said, most experienced, one of our recruiters here in Central Oregon. Hashtag number one. So we wanted to bring him on, ask him some questions, maybe try to grill him, shake him up a little bit. And also the biggest thing is for you to learn our perspective on things. Okay. So let's get into it. Why don't you tell the viewers who you are? And
my name's Staff Sergeant Richard Guffy. I've been in for coming up on 9 years now.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a while. Married, got 2 little girls. Really, what else would you
been busy?
I'm pretty sure you have a dog too.
Oh, yeah, you got
I got a dog, but he's not really a manly dog, Don't really classify him as a dog. He's more like a little fur baby.
Okay. Do you guys wear him around like a purse?
No.
No.
He used to get puppuccinos though. Like every Saturday, we'd go through Starbucks drive-through, get him a puppuccino, cost 50 cents.
What the heck is that? That's a thing?
Yeah, it's legit.
I've never heard of that.
It's just a cup filled with Cool Whip or whipped cream.
Yeah, they just take whipped cream. They take the little
I want one for me.
Shot cups and
it's just whipped cream.
Just whipped cream.
I'm gonna give me a Ryan Chino. Yep. I'll do that.
50 cents.
50 cents. That's a good deal. How big is it?
It's like this big.
Oh, that's enough. We started in the morning. All right, so let's get into it. We have a questions prepared here. If you guys want to have any, write them in. We can always answer back later because this is streaming between Facebook and Twitter, everything else at once, as well as YouTube. So, Mr. Richard, how long have you been in the Army? Why don't you say it again?
9 years.
9 years. 9 years. Okay. All right. And
only re-enlisted once. Some contracts are still long.
Wow. Well, why don't you tell everyone what your MLS is?
So I'm a 15 Yankees. So what that is I'm an armament electrical avionics system repair for the Apache Longbow, so the attack helicopter. Essentially, it's a flying tank. So I work on all the armament. So that's all the weapon systems, all the electrical systems. So basically checking out wires, all that stuff, and then the avionics side. So I don't really crack the components open. So I just figure out what's wrong with the avionic equipment and say, hey, this one's broken. And then I send it to someone else and they crack the box open, fix it internally, and gives it back to us.
So a part swapper.
Yes. For the avionics equipment.
Okay.
So
all right. Have you ever
that's
done
why it's on the last part of the job title.
Is that kind of like also like a crew gunner where you fly and you're like a gunner as well, or
no? So my aircraft, you can't fly with it. The only it's 2 pilots. That's it. So you have your backseater, which is your head pilot, and then you have your CPG, so your gunner who's in the front.
Oh, okay.
Who's your co-pilot.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, that's on the downfall really with my job because I don't get to fly with my aircraft, but I do get to watch it go out, fly, and blow stuff up. Pretty fun.
So what made you choose that job and join the Army?
So originally I joined the Army because of the flight program. So the Warrant Officer Flight Training Program, the Army is amazing for that. So if you're trying to fly, and that's your long-term goal. Originally, that was my long-term goal when I came in at 18 years old. That was my dreams and passions, and we wanted to pursue that. And then I ended up falling in love with teaching and developing soldiers. So I kind of changed my passions as I kind of aged and matured. But originally, I just came in because of the flight program, and I just said, hey, get me in aviation, and I'll do this thing. So that's what my recruiter did.
So you didn't join to blow stuff up or do crazy stuff. You just joined to get a nice resume builder.
Yeah.
So now with your career goals changing, instead of being a pilot, which the Army pays for, you want to be a teacher, I'm assuming? Like, is that what your career goal is now, is to be a teacher?
No, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do when I grow up.
Oh, nice. I know that feeling.
But I'm following my passion, man. I enjoy soldiers and developing and mentoring. I I hope you guys have seen that. Just taking people underneath my wing and just really teaching them what I know. I really, really enjoy that.
Okay.
So.
All right. Yeah, man, it's true because you really done that with me and Mr. Mondo here. We of course, you all know the viewers. We've been out here since October. We're still learning this. We're developing a whole program and having fun. And he's helping us out, guide us. If you don't know, if you're new to the show or new to tuning in, whenever we do our live shows on Facebook, he's the guy behind the curtain, either eating snacks really loud or poking his head through the curtain. He's our tech guy. He's the one that's monitoring and answering any questions that we don't answer, like political questions we don't talk about. He's the one that's addressing those. So that's who behind the scenes man is. It's Richard Guffy, if you didn't know. Yeah, he's in front of the camera today. All right, man. So we know why you joined the Army. Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you have any regrets looking back?
Absolutely not. No.
Why?
There's just so many benefits that my family has received. So one is just education. My wife's education has been completely covered from the Army. So through a program called My CA, so her associates paid for. And then
the Army covers your wife's college?
Yeah.
We have talked about this previously in a segment.
Oh, so you get free college and your wife does.
So my kids' educations are going to be completely paid for. Since I've been in, man, I'm about to receive my associates, and I've not paid for a dime of it.
Yeah.
Just a lot of other perks, man. I mean, your family's completely covered. So I know if I got in a catastrophic accident, I'm completely covered. Something, God forbid, my wife gets into an accident. I don't have to worry about paying that medical bill. I just got to worry about getting to my wife and making sure she's okay.
Yeah.
So there's securities like that. I'm getting 1st and 15th getting paid, man. There's so many perks that it's ridiculous.
In your opinion, what's the best attribute of the Army? For example, mine is the fact that we take care of each other. For you, what is that?
Family aspect. Can't beat it.
Elaborate.
So just plain and simple, man. I mean, you go to work and a civilian job, they ask you, hey, how are you doing today? That's the end of it.
At the most, right?
Somebody say, oh, it's good, I'm great, blah, blah, blah. And then they start doing their job. When we ask you, how are you doing today? It's a genuine question. It's like, no, how are you doing? How's things at home? How's
any resources?
Yeah, just it's a genuine, how are you doing? And actually somebody cares. So just that family aspect is just, I love it.
It's kind of like how I couldn't find a certain product going on right now. And you and your wife picked up 2 packs for me. And I was like, oh, thanks, man. And I tried to pay him. He wouldn't take the money.
Well, I think it was more than just one person in the office. Didn't like 3 or 4 people find toilet paper all in one day?
Hey, if you're a toilet paper hoarder, stop buying so much TP, all right?
All right, back to that question. I don't know if we can hit on that. So let me ask you this, all right? And I want your honest opinion. Why is the Army the best branch out of all the other ones?
Promotion rates and job opportunities.
Okay.
So
if you ever got out, would you ever join another branch?
No.
Okay.
Why would I do that, man?
All right.
For one, why would I be getting that?
Is it true you snack very loudly?
Oh, 100%. Yep.
Okay.
So my wife even complains when I eat like ice cream or yogurt. She's like, "How are you chewing? You don't need to chew that stuff."
It's yogurt.
Yeah, well, just even like yogurt. I mean, I just.
So my jaw pops anytime I eat anything. So it's just really weird because my wife will be like, "Does that not annoy you?" And I'm sitting there like, "What?" And I don't realize that my jaw pops. What's at me for snacking?
Oh, I like country snacks.
Country snacks. some cow
corn
tails.
nuts. Some
okay.
Chocolate covered the peanut M&Ms.
Oh yeah, the yellow packs.
Yeah, those are my favorite.
So I see here we have a question on there, Ethan.
Nope, it's me.
Oh, it's you?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mind reading it for me? Because I can't see that far. I'm just curious.
Yeah, it just says, if you're having issues typing in questions, you will need to go to the top right, because when you open it up on the phone, a lot of people are using their phones for the app. You actually need to go to the top right. There's like 3 little buttons, dots. You just hit that, go to YouTube, and you'll be able to type out questions in the live chat.
Okay, perfect. So if you viewers don't know, if you want to ask Mr. Richard Guffy any questions about his life, do what he just said. Back to it. So let me ask you this. What is your greatest in the Army? Everyone's perception is different.
Yeah, like mine was about a trip that I had. His was about laying in
I got some wild stories.
Of course, it has to be viewer friendly. Okay, so
let's just put it this way. So the when you get downtime and you're just hanging out with your team, you have some fun. All right, you have a lot of fun.
Ooh.
So That's all I'm gonna state. All right.
So you don't have a
Some
fondest
of my
memory.
favorite times is when we're running a fart. So that's basically where we're just like sitting, we're waiting for the aircraft to come back in. We're gonna fuel it. We're gonna rearm it. Basically, we're gonna put all the supplies on that aircraft so the pilot can go back out, shoot, do whatever they need to go out and do. And we're just sitting there playing spades. That's usually what
that's
we
a
go
fun
to.
game.
So we'll be playing just card games. You're on a 24/7 shift, and just hanging out, and your team's rotating, and we have a lot of fun. I mean, we goof off, have a good time. I mean, we work hard, but we play just as hard. So,
do you have any key influencers in your career that you'll never forget, as in mentors?
So our first class, Amanda Weber.
Amanda Weber, this is out to you.
Yeah, she's pretty much she's been like the first real NCO that I've ever gotten that has taken the time. I had a really weird scenario when I first joined the Army. So my first unit, we weren't established yet. So I stood up the entire brigade. So the unit was just not even there. We just had a building and like 5 people, and that was it when I first showed up. That was the entire unit. And then now the unit, just my company alone, was of 386 soldiers. Like really big unit. So that I was one of the first out there. She really just kind of took me underneath her wing, just taught me everything she knows about all the different leadership styles with the Army, and just all the different programs and opportunities that we have. I mean, heck, she's the one that helped us get enrolled with my CAA for my wife and get that all taken care of. So, I mean, really just taking the time and really just mentor and develop me. And I mean, still to this day, like when I came out to recruiting, she's already done this position. I've called her multiple times, like having questions, and she's helped me out. So, I mean, she goes above and beyond what a non-commissioned officer does in the Army. Okay. So that's where I base a lot of my leadership mentality off of, is exactly what she's shown me what the Army is.
What made you want to become a recruiter?
Oh man, career progression for one. I ain't gonna lie, career progression. So in the Army, there's a whole thing that tells you, what steps you got to do to progress your career, and one of the steps is recruiting. So I actually volunteered for recruiting. I just needed a little break from my job. I just came off of an assignment that was very, very intense. So I just needed a little bit of a breather from the aircraft. And so I said, hey, let's progress my career. Let's go somewhere that we would never be able to get to go to unless you were on recruiting assignment. So we picked Bend, Oregon, just because my really good friend is actually from Prineville and said, hey, you will absolutely love the area. I was stationed in Colorado Springs for almost 5 years.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, I was there a long time. And I was stationed there the entire time with them. With Korea, literally every assignment besides recruiting, we've been together. And so he just said, hey man, you love that area so much, you guys come check out Bend, Oregon. It's 10 times better. And I said, okay. So I did some homework, and I was like, all right, that's where I'm going to go. So volunteered for it, came out here and got exactly where I want to go.
Okay, that's pretty good. Everyone's experience is different in how they get here. I know I volunteered. Some people are voluntold, as we like to say, nominated on that situation.
Well, because it requires you to be top 10% of your MLS list.
It does.
For you to get even pulled as a voluntold. So I had a question for you, actually.
Ooh.
So I asked him the very same question, but if you had to pick one soldier that you have mentored in your career, who you have felt that you personally made a difference in his or her life, you want to tell us a little bit about that individual that you've helped mentor to become a better person?
There's several that come to mind. Lattimore, Private Lattimore is probably one of the few that I'll never forget. Now he's Sergeant Lattimore now.
Wow,
which is a good feeling seeing. That individual, hard charger. I put this guy through the ringer just to see if I could break him, to be completely honest. And this guy, thick as nails, smart cookie, and just overall good person, man.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. We're wrapping up. We try to keep our videos under 15 minutes. We're looking at 14 here. If you can give advice to any of the viewers or people watching or thinking about joining, what would that advice be?
Stay healthy and be honest with your recruiter. And that's kind of really it.
Okay, but I meant in sense of their career, not so much as going through the recruiting process.
All right, so the 5 R's: right place, right time, right uniform, right attitude. Sorry, 4 R's.
As it fits.
Right place, right time, right uniform, right attitude. If you got those 4 things for you, you're gonna excel in the Army. There 3 of them are pretty much given to you, but that last one is key. That right attitude, that's all on you. If you want to make a career out of the Army, if you want to get promoted, that all falls on you and your drive and your attitude. That's one thing I always look for when I take a soldier and really try to develop them, is I see who wants to be developed, who wants to learn. So when I've got a task that needs to come out, even if it's not the funnest or coolest task or whatever it may be, the one that wants to learn their job and better themselves are the ones that I'm going to take underneath my wing and focus more time with. So that right attitude, if you want to be successful, that's where it's at.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming on the show and kind of taking some time out of your day to tell the viewers who you are. We have more people coming up tomorrow. We have 2 more of our recruiters from the office being on the show, as well as a Navy Friday. Thank you all for tuning in. Okay. Again, I'm Ryan Guy, Sergeant Ryan here. Welcome back to another show of Primetime Ride Time. We'll see you next week.